Alright, Guardians. I just finished my Ascendant grind. I started this really last minute. Like, I basically just started going for Ascendant, like, I don't know, 2 days ago, so I just did not have time to go for Umbral Echelon, unfortunately. But I needed a break, and so I'm just doing a vault cleaning. I have some interesting stuff in here, and I have some real stinkers, too, that have got to go. But as I do this, I'm probably going to ramble a little bit because I'm going to be probably changing my overall approach towards the game with Edge of Fate. And I know in my last video I sounded like I was, pretty. Oh yeah, I'm also not going to do much editing here, so you're just going to have to deal with me tripping over my words and whatnot. Just deal with it. You'll survive. But I'm not. It's not like I'm sitting over here like hoping it fails or anything like that. That's nonsense. But I also am still not feeling super optimistic. I'm not really expecting anything good as far as PvP goes. I do think that the new systems are going to be good for PvE. I think that they will for sure make things more interesting. I've been saying for a long time now that I think Destiny would benefit from PvE moving more into a like sort of MMO style sandbox and PvP move more into a first person shooter style sandbox. The problem of course is that well, PvE is moving in that more MMO style sandbox, but PvP to me at least just does not feel really at all like it's moving into that first person shooter sandbox. Which is the main reason that I'm frustrated. It's just PvP gets so little love, just in general, that it does leave me feeling rather jaded, I guess you could say. Get rid of that one, actually. But I'm by no means sitting here hoping like that the game fails or anything like that. And I think that the DLC will probably be good, but this time around I am definitely changing my approach to it. I'm not even going to bother trying the day one raid. I don't really have a team anyway because shocker, both of my OG regular raid teams, they don't play the game anymore. Big shock there, right? And funnily enough, I think that's mainly because most of those people were PvP mains. I want to keep this just because it's fun. Spare's not going anywhere. So some of these guns are kind of off limits. Um, what was I saying though? But I do hope that Edge of Fate turns out okay. Keep that, just try it with the weapon stat. I hope that maybe PvP gets some sort of shake up. But I'm trying my best not to get my hopes up like too much. If there's one thing I've learned over the last really like 3 years, especially, it's that I have got to keep my expectations low, or else I'm just going to be frustrated. And when I say low, I mean I'm keeping my expectations so low that you'd practically need a shovel to find them. I think this can probably go. Better snipers now. But I think the DLC will at least be enough to keep me entertained for a while. But yeah, I'm not really like I'm not gonna be doing the day one raid like gear grind. I'm going to when everything drops, whenever this video is uploaded. Currently, it is like 4 in the morning as I record this. I will look at the weapons and whatnot, decide what I want to prioritize reviewing, and then go from there. But I'm not going to be really hardcore, like trying to hit max light or anything like that. I mean, I feel like I don't really need to, given that Trials is no longer light level based, and really, unless, I don't know, unless like Mindbenders comes back with like a really goated perk pool, then I don't really have any need to get my light level up for the sake of strikes and all that. I don't want to get rid of all this stuff yet because it's gonna take a while to reacquire a solid vault. But yeah, and the way that I'm choosing to look at this essentially is, and I'm not getting my hopes up, but either, you know, with all the stuff coming out, either PvP gets better, or when keeping this just because it's fun, or when Battlefield 6 drops, we will probably just move over there. And that's just kind of where I'm. That's a shiny. I'm going to keep that. That's just kind of where I am with D2 PvP at the moment. D2 in general, because, like, personally, at least, I don't really find that there's enough of anything, like, interesting going on in PvE to really keep me engaged. I found my PvE fix in other games. You know, everything from, if I want that, like, PvE shooter experience, I can go play Helldivers. And if I want that MMO PvE experience, I typically go play, what's it called? Guild Wars 2, which is a game I've been playing for many years. So that's just kind of where I'm at. And, you know, again, like, we'll see. Maybe maybe the DLC will surprise me. Maybe they will, you know, really get some crazy stuff going with PvP. But again, I'm not getting my hopes up. I've been burned too many times, PvP wise. So yeah, I'm trying my hardest to really not get my hopes up too much. Any of this, that might be interesting with RDMs. That's just good in general. That one can go. So yeah, we are going to be taking, the focus will mainly be on weapon reviews and PvP content. And I'm not going to be, I just don't really see myself blitzing things like crazy like I used to. Why I have all of these? But unless they really do something to bring PvP to where it needs to be, there is, for like the first time ever, I think, a very real chance that Destiny 2 just no longer becomes my main game. And really the reason for that is because, to be perfectly honest, like, listen, I know we all want Bungie to do well and everything, but at some point, like, PvP players have just got to step away. Like, Bungie's not going to learn unless that starts to happen. And so, I don't know. Again, we'll see. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. For the time being, at least, Destiny 2 will remain my main game, at least for content. Streaming-wise, I would like to maybe start implementing some other games. I don't really know exactly what yet. But, just, you know, for when I'm not Not gonna bother with armor tonight. Just so that, you know, when I really am not feeling like like playing this game, I can still fire up the stream and be doing something else. So I'm not sure what other games will do there yet. PC, I've been able to kind of start ordering some parts. Ko-Fi in the description if you want to contribute to that to help me finally get a decent PC. That would help a lot for this game. But whenever that's done, I will probably stream like some Battlefield 2042, which actually it had a rough start, but it's doing pretty good now. But anyway, that's just kind of where I am with Destiny 2 right now. I hope it gets better. I'm not really expecting it to. I'm trying my best not to get my hopes up a ton or anything. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, back to this. Trials guns are kind of off limits for now until I know what's coming with Trials. I don't see myself using this anytime soon. Always pull it from collection, I suppose. I like the kill clip roll better. Sure, a bunch of you saw the video I did on that. Igneous Hammer. I should try to get like just one of these. That one. The Trials guns are sort of off limits just because of how much of a slog they are to grind. Keep that for now. That can definitely go away. I might save this for deep sight activation. I remember liking these, so they'll stay for now too. This I want to keep just because it's a meme. Slickdraw Gutshot. Forsaken weapons are kind of off limits just because. Mindbenders is staying just because, I don't know, every once in a while I like to pull it out just for fun. I'll play with both of these like at some point this week and figure out which one I want to get. I think this can go. This has some sentimental value with me for various reasons, so that's going to stay. This can go. This can go. Not enough of a weirdo to actually use that setup. Oh man, I am not looking forward to starting the loot grind again. I know some people are, but I definitely am not. I'm kind of just at the point with this game where I just want to play the game, man. Like I just want to be able to play PvP. I don't really like. I wish to God the sandboxes were separate enough that we're separated in such a way that I basically never have to touch a PvP or PvE. So I'm not looking forward to starting the gun grind again. I'm really not looking forward to starting the armor grind again. That in particular is just miserable. There's really nothing. That's like an OG one. So there's really nothing fun for me about Gambling Addict Simulator that this game is so much of the time. Honestly, I think I know some people really like it, but I just don't. This one also has some sentimental value for various reasons. That for now. I actually really like the sand cannon, so I'll keep it. That can go. These I'll keep for the time being. I haven't used this thing in so long that I think that can go away. This offhand strike kill clip, I kind of want to try that at some point. I need to actually use this thing. That's why I kept it. Thought it looked fun. Oh, I also, like, I haven't even really bothered doing, like, bounty prep for the first time in a while. which is saying something. Usually I try to get at least, you know, 1 or 2 sets of like weekly bounties done on characters, but just, you know, the desire just hasn't been there. This just looks like it'd be, I want to keep that. This is tough for me because a lot of times I keep some of these guns just because I think, you know, at some point that might be kind of fun to use. This one can go. I like my other Dire Promise better. I think this can probably go. That can stay. This, I know it looks like it's odd that it's staying, but there is some sentimental value there too. I think the newer ones of this are better. That can go. I never use this thing. Probably shows as one of those guns I pull out of collections every now and then just because, but I don't know. Feels weird. That's still the best version of that pulse, so I'll keep that. I'm gonna keep this for now because I will probably, when I do the campaign on Titan, it'll probably be on Banner of War. I'll keep that. I'm gonna keep this one just because I like Eyasluna, and this is the only decent roll I've gotten on it. Cerberus can probably go. I was kind of experimenting with it a little bit with RDMs, and it just wasn't really working out how I hoped it would. I need to finish the caddy on this. This can probably go. I kept that for... This is just kind of an initial vault cleaning. As I get more weapons whenever the new DLC drops. God, what am I saying? When the new DLC drops in like a few hours, then I will probably delete even more stuff. And I will be deleting things as I go. These I'm going to keep just because I really don't want onslaught. Box. Probably go. Actually, no, I'm going to get this one. I don't use like strand weapons that often, but I use kinetic one time, so that means less time swapping out mods. I hate vault cleaning so much. This is just so boring. Drives me nuts. That's like budget ace, so I think that can go. That can go. These I'm going to keep now. I want to play around with these a little bit, so I'll keep those for the time being. I'm going to get rid of this. I hate to do it, but just because honestly, it's just because I like how the gun sounds. I know that sounds stupid. But I also never use that scout. Get rid of it. I'd like to get rid of at least a few. That's like Forsaken Era. It doesn't go anywhere. New version is better. God, I hate to do this, but well, I'll keep that just because I love how that gun looks, and it's like unobtainium now, and that's the only like semi-decent roll I have of it. Remember why I kept this. I think that can probably go. I have not used this thing once. I'll pull it again whenever I have time to get the catalyst. Haven't used this much either. Trials guns again, kind of off limits because I don't want to have to grind them again. This can definitely go. I'll go through the swords later. Summoners. PvE roll. Really like the summoner. I don't really want to get rid of any of this. This can go, for sure. These can stay. LCs can stay for now. This can go. Oh wait, that's a shiny. Just because that was a really like fun period in Destiny 2. I really like this gun. That's not going anywhere. This can go. This thing sucks. Prophet can stay. This can go. This thing sucks. Only good version of that I have. Well, decent one. And I like Grid Skipper. Oh, that's definitely staying. Want to play around with that a little bit. This will be my PvE one for now. This can go. Like, basically never use glaives, really. Don't remember why I kept that. This thing sucks. Icebreaker I don't really use. Just too slow. Way too slow. Alright, see if we just get down to like an even 600. I think that should be plenty, because I'm just going to be infusing. Alright, 4 more. Trying to think if there was anything else I really wanted to talk about. Like, I don't know. There was the comp grind. That was miserable. Lots of hard cheaters. And I did almost all of it solo, which was an experience. Nothing quite like playing solo and being matched against Elections gun. Nothing quite like playing solo and just getting matched against 3 stacks semi-regularly. That was very frustrating. The funny thing, though, is when I had matches that were just normal, right? Meaning no cheaters, all like solos, which, by the way, Bungie, please, for the love of God, please bring back freelance. But when I had just normal matches, you know, no like build crafting slop, no like just constant special weapon aping, no weirdos with like bows or glaives or final warning or any of that. When I was matched against people who were just playing like normal people, like human beings, it was actually kind of fun. I actually had like a pretty decent time. But it's just, so much of it was just miserable because of cheaters or me as a solo player getting matched against 3 stacks or, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Okay, 595. Now I'm going to go and pick up a whole bunch of upgrade modules. But yeah, like when I just had normal matches, comp was actually more fun than 6s. The problem was that I didn't have very many normal matches. But yeah, we'll get the upgrade modules, then I'm going to upload this and just call it, because I am very tired. The comp grind was no joke. If I had started it, man, like a month ago even, I might have been able to get Umbral Echelon, but man, at the same time I could only take so much suffering. But I got very lucky, and there was a match. Scared of Goth Girls, outstanding. There was a match where it was on my promotion to Ascendant,
Always good to see
and
another hero of the tower.
I found this other
Hopefully,
dude,
this is
and
as sturdy
we
as yours.
lost because we had this moron on our
Welcome back.
team
Here to
who
forge your
was
light.
like hard throwing, like he literally spent the entire match just sitting in the back of the map and doing nothing. I'm pretty sure he was like
Hello, Guardian. Welcome.
just trolling too, because every time he died he would like laugh emote and shit. It was super cringe. I don't know why people do that sort of nonsense. It's absurd. It would be nice if Bungie had like, because I mean I know there's the whole like, oh, you can report for like sabotage and whatnot, but it would be nice if Bungie like maybe had a place on their website or something where if you get footage of someone doing that, you can just like straight up report them, like, you know, in that way, send in footage of them doing that. Because I don't really know how they would know exactly how this guy was sabotaging us. But anyway, me and this other dude were like frustrated. We ended up adding each other, and we won the next 2 matches. So he helped me get my Ascendant done. So Rubbers, if you see this, thank you. I had fun playing with you. I guess I'll spend these real quick. So yeah, all this sort of stuff is why my approach to the game is gonna just be kind of changing. At this point, I kind of feel like I don't know. With the current state of the game, I can't really be bothered to like just grind it out as hard as I have in the past. Because I just find myself usually just getting like really annoyed and frustrated and just not having fun. And I learned the lesson a long time ago where just, if you're not having fun with a game, you probably shouldn't be playing it. And so that's why at this point, unless Bungie really does something with PvP, I'm kind of just in the Battlefield 6 waiting room. And if Battlefield 6 also turns out like to be like bad, then I may honestly just go like full variety, you know, because I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming out of like the indie scene right now. Indie devs are killing it.
May it change your fate.
But it says something when you know, I have like, God, at this point I think I probably have, if we include the time I spent in console jail, like nearly 10,000 hours in this game. I mean, it's been my favorite game for a really long time. But I don't know. Games change. I would like Destiny to remain my my main game, but I don't know if that's gonna continue to be feasible. Just because at the same time, while I know I've, you know, the small audience that I have, I've built through this game, I also am not willing to play or to just stay on a game where I only ever get like annoyed and frustrated with it. Just not worth it.
It was never mine.
But it does, again, it says something when, you know, I haven't really done any bounty prep. And while I'm, you know, looking forward to having something new to do, it's like I don't feel that same level of like crazy hype and excitement that I used to. If anything, I'm honestly feeling like
Accepted from
almost apathetic. Not quite at that point, but almost apathetic. Like, really the only thing I can think of with the new DLC that I'm, like, really excited for is the new 150 hand cannon, because I have been begging for 150s to come back for, like, God, nearly 2 years. I hope that it's decent. I hope it feels better to use than Sunshot. Because if it does, then as much as I love Ace, that could become my new main hand cannon. Just because I kind of feel like 150 kind of fits my playstyle better, but Sunshot just doesn't have the juice. It's craftable as well, so hopefully it has decent perks and all that. But that's pretty much the only thing I can think of that I'm, like, excited for. Which does make me kind of sad.
May it change your fate.
Alright, let's go get some upgrade modules real quick.
I return to the tower to find it empty.
Blasted dematerialization lens filter.
But for those of you who are really excited, like, I hope I don't hurt that for you at all. I hope that you all have a ton of fun and that the DLC is everything that you've ever wanted from Destiny. But as I've said many times, I also I am someone who I call shit as I see it.
I'll be pulling for you, if I remember.
Which is why I'm keeping my excitement to a minimum. Anyway, y'all, I am going to go to bed. Ascendant was brutal. Not as bad as I was expecting, but still pretty bad. But anyway, I will see you all later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that. And have a good night.